Choi defends his British Super Welterweight Championship against the pretty boy Josh Kelly. Who wins? Find out Friday, December the 2nd, 9 p.m, live and free on Channel 5.
I'm going to share something with you that might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something, completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from here, and this has been like a therapy session.
This is COLM McGuigan for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Delighted to be joined here by Alycia Baumgardner in Phoenix, Arizona. It's been a few weeks since we last spoke. Any fight news yet?
Oh, we always have fight news. Stay tuned. Early next year, AB's back.
Tell me a bit more.
We're negotiating this fight with Choi. We want to become undisputed. I think everybody knows that. We beat Mikaela as we knew we would. And 2023 is epic. It's going to be a great year.
Where do you think that fight lands, the Choi fight?
The States.
Can you give me an idea of what city? Is it going to be in your hometown?
It could be in your backyard, but you're not. But that's not the States, so that didn't make sense. But it could be anywhere. But we want the fights in the States. I haven't had a fight in the States yet. I've been fighting in the UK these last 3 fights, which is great too. I love it there. But we want the fight in the States.
I've spoke to Choi's manager, Paco Damian. He's insistent that this fight may not be next for Choi. Do you feel that she's maybe running a bit from this fight?
I mean, I feel like she's not challenging herself as a champion. You are a champion for a reason. Now listen, I don't know what the deal is, but I just know, however it goes, I'm going to have your belt. So if you don't fight or do fight, I'm going to have your belt either way. So that's just how I look at it. And it's kind of sad because, women's boxing is thriving and women need to step up to the plate.
We've seen some comments from Mikaela of recent weeks saying that she wants that fight bad, she wants it next, and she almost insists that you're the one ducking her at this point. What's your comments and reaction to that?
Listen, Mikaela's so entitled, it's wild. Stop the entitlement, stop being salty. That wound is going to be open for a very long time unless you close it up yourself. But I'm going to keep throwing salt on it and letting you know that I am top dog at 130 and that I was going to beat you and that I sold that fight between her and I. And if I want that rematch, it's going to be on my terms. So,
who else have you got your eye on in the division, or maybe a division above, below? What have you got your eyes on after the Choi fight?
Katie Taylor, right? The fight that Mikaela says I don't deserve. Again, entitlement. Katie Taylor, absolutely. She is a great fighter. I watched her every fight that she had, and because Eddie had pushed her, I'm like, I need that fight. She's a great fighter, and me as a great fighter myself, the caliber of the both of us, boxing needs to see that fight, period.
Myself being from Ireland, I would love to see that fight. Yeah, so obviously I'd love to see that fight. But if you fight early next year, Serrano doesn't happen, is there a potential that we could see that fight as the fight in Croke Park?
Yeah, I just believe that anything is possible in boxing, especially women's boxing right now. We're dealing with a smaller pool of women, and I just believe I love a challenge. So however that's supposed to go, it will go, but I'm more than willing, and I've made that very vocal to my team.
Beatrice Ferreira on this card. We seen her a couple of weeks ago in Cleveland, dominating performance. What do you make of Beatrice Ferreira and her turnover to the pro game?
Yeah, so I was in Cleveland for that fight, and her debut was awesome. It didn't look like it was her debut. Very strong, great footwork, and I think we're going to see more exciting fights from her. And again, we're seeing a different caliber of women fighters that we're bringing to the table. DAZN, Matchroom is bringing to the table, so I'm excited to see her fight.
Last one, Ebony Bridges is out next week against Shannon O'Connell. How do you think that fight goes?
It's up in the air for me. It's something that I'm just going to turn on and watch and see who's the best, and that's something I like to do as well.
Well, thank you very much, Alycia. We'll catch up again soon. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Midnight on Channel 5. Choi defends his British Super Welterweight Championship against the pretty boy Josh Kelly. Who wins? Find out Friday, December the 2nd, 9 p.m, live and free on Channel 5.
I'm going to share something with you that might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something, completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from here, and this has been like a therapy session.